right, we are going to look at topic 7 for example 1, the try it problem. And it says, what is the distance between points A and B? And then we're going to answer in a full sentence. So the distance between point A and B is about blank units. And it says about, so we might not have an exact answer. And then the final question says, convince me, why do you need to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the distance between points A and B? So we are going to be looking at using the Pythagorean theorem in order to figure this out. And we can even think of this like our slope triangles. So if I was actually to create a line from point A to B or even further, like this, not the straightest thing in the world, but something like that. In order to find the slope of that line, I would use a slope triangle in order to figure it out. So my slope triangle is going to look like this. And every time I create a slope triangle, I know that I'm using the coordinates on the grid, or the points that intersect in the grid. So I know I'm creating a right triangle. Now I know what the measurements of those units are too, or of those lengths, because I know that this graph increases by 1 with every intersection on the grid. So I know this length is 2, because we go 1, 2. And I know that this length right here is 2 also for the same reason. So in order to figure out what the hypotenuse is of this right triangle, I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So for A, I'm going to use one of my side lengths, 2 squared, plus for B, I'm going to use the other side length, and that's going to equal c squared. All right, 2 squared, I know is 4, and 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 4 equals c squared. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now 8, when I have to square root it, in order to cancel out the exponent of 2 and the square root on the right side, I am not going to get an easy number. So my options are to either leave it in radical form. I could say that c is equal to the square root of 8, or I could put it into a calculator. But I'm going to leave it like that. Now c is equal to the square root of 8. You're welcome to put it into a calculator. Just make sure that whenever you do that, you are rounding accurately. And if you have more pieces of the problem, I would leave it in a radical form as long as possible. That's going to give you the most accurate answer. The earlier you start rounding your numbers, the less accurate your answer is going to be. So the square root of 8 is going to be your final answer for C. And I want you guys to think about, why would you need the Pythagorean theorem to figure that out, right? And if I think about a square in this coordinate plane, one of these squares right here, I know that's not super accurate, but I want you guys to think about, is the diagonal of this square always going to be equal to the length, right? Is this diagonal equal to this length of the side? Because if I was to count and figure out how long that side is based on diagonals, I would say 1, 2. But it's not 2 units long. The square root of 8, I can do the math right here, the square root of 8 is not going to be 2 units. The square root of 8 is going to be 2.82427, and on and on. So the diagonals of squares are not equal to their side lengths. All the sides are the same, but not the diagonals. So I cannot count units based on diagonal distances on a coordinate plane.